Underwood.
First baseman, give me the ball.
Charlie.
Manager.
Okay. Got it.
Cool. Mike,
You got it.
Montana.
Good luck.
Let's hear it. Let's hear you. Now here are the starting lineup. Batting leadoff for the Padres, Bill Van Duren. Batting leadoff for the A's, CJ Martinez. Batting second for the Padres, Kyle Monroe. Batting second for the A's, Charlie Montana. Batting third for the Padres, Will Vasquez. Batting third for the A's, Sam Lindgren. Batting fourth for the Padres, Sean Field. Batting fourth for the A's, Aaron Martinez. Batting fifth for the Padres, R.J. Wick. And batting fifth for the A's, Will Staples. Batting sixth for the Padres, Preston Hale. Batting sixth for the A's, Trevor Law. Batting seventh for the Padres, Ryan Quinn. Batting seventh for the A's, Chaz Hallmark. Batting eighth for the Padres, Victor Pervarek. Batting eighth for the A's, Grady Dock. Batting ninth for the Padres, Sean Doyle. Batting ninth for the A's, Max Steele. Batting 10th for the Padres, Chance Livingston. Batting 10th for the A's, A.J. Kuipers. Batting 11th for the Padres, Alex Rose. Batting 11th for the A's, Aaron Forrester. Batting 12th for the A's, Jaden Rhodey. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and take off your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Welcome to Jerbeck Park at Steve Allen Field. The second game today for us here, the crew of Will and I. I'm Greg G.K. Porter. Shift colors for all you sailors out there past and present. We are underway now. The A's are getting ready to take the field right now, and we'll go ahead and give you their lineup real quick here. Defensive positions is going to be C.J. Martinez will be catching. At first base will be Charlie Fontana. The pitcher is going to be Sam Lindgren. Shortstop is going to be Aaron Martinez. Right field is Will Staples. Third base is Trevor Wall. Center field, Chaz Hallmark. Second base, Grady Dock. Max Steele will be coming off the bench. Left field is going to be A.J. Kuipers. Coming off the bench will be Aaron Forster and also Jaden Rhodey. Padres' first three up is going to be Will Van Duren, followed by Kyle Monroe, Will Bosquet. The rest of their lineup will read Sean Fields, R.J. Wick, Preston Hale. In the seventh position, Ryan Quinn. Victor Kravark is in the eighth position. Number 9 position, Sean Doyle. 10th position, Chase Livingston. And 11th position is Alex Rowe. And here's Will Van Duren stepping in. Two balls and no strikes account to Van Duren. And you got a strike. Lindgren backs him off the plate there. Man, this one is hit straight away center field. It'll drop for a base hit. So Van Duren is aboard with a single. Now here's Kyle Monroe. Monroe wearing number 2, playing second base for the Padres. Just the start of the minor championship game between the Padres and the A's. And that ball hitting the backstop, and Van Duren going all the way down to second base.
Come on, Sam!
Two balls and no strikes to count.
Nice.
That's where you want it, Sam.
2-1. A 2-1 pitch, smack just beyond a first baseman, and going to third, and now trying to come home. And coming home is Van Duren.
Okay, guys.
So it is 1-0, and going down to second base is Monroe on the throw. So Kyle Monroe with the second single of the game against Lindgren. And Will Bosquet, number 7, the first baseman, steps in. Bosquet looks at the first one down too low, and the throw to first, down to third rather, is a safe call. So going down to third base is Kyle Monroe.
Come on, Sam, you can do it.
Lindgren having some control problems here. 2 balls and no strikes. To Will Bosquet. With Kyle Monroe at third base. Gets a strike there, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Sean Fields is on deck. Next pitch is waved at and missed, and now it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with a runner at third base and 2 outs. Or nobody out, that is. Slapped right back to Lindgren. He's going to go to first, and he overthrows his first baseman. And a runner will score in Kyle Monroe. 2-0.
Hey, Sam, settle down.
Padres lead. And Bosquet is safe at first. On the air. Now the head coach wants to go out there and talk to Sam Lindgren. As quickly as team falls down 2-0, and Bosquet is at first base. Sean Fields will be the next batter. You make it out of minor, or out of maps, and then you get yourself up here to minor A. Then you work up to double A, then triple A, and then you get yourself to the majors. And that's where the show in Little League begins. Just ask the Green Machine. They'll tell you. Parkview Little League last year that won the Little League World Series. Two balls and no strikes to count. To Sean Fields. R.J. Wick on deck. They're going to throw down to second base, try to get Bosquet, and it's not in time. So Bosquet is safe at second base. 3 balls now and no strikes to Sean Fields. Right back to Lindgren. He drops it, then recovers it, throws in time. First down.
Do it. That's how we do it, Sam.
However, Bosquet moving to third on the play. Play going 1-3 for the first down. Now here's number 7, R.J. Wick, center fielder. Wick from stepping in from the right side. 2-0. Padres lead early here in the first inning. Top of the frame. Lindgren's delivery is fouled away at the plate. So R.J. Wick looking at a no balls and 1 strike count. Lindgren gets him to wave at the second one. And it's 0-2. 1 out. Standing over at third is Will Bosquet with the possible third run for the Padres. Lindgren gets a called strike 3. So R.J. Wick strikes out for the second out of the inning. And now here's number 8, the shortstop Preston Hale. 2 gone in the inning. Bosquet trying to get picked up at third. Lindgren's pitch. A little bit too inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Next one is too high. 2 balls and no strikes to count. To Preston Hale, Ryan Quinn is on deck. If they can keep the inning alive, and he can't, as he hits it right to Fontana. And that will end the inning in a strand 1, but they get 2, and they lead 2-0 as we go to the bottom half of the first inning.
CJ!
Okay, positioning for the Padres at catcher, it's
Yeah, CJ!
going to be Will Van Duren. Kyle Monroe is at second base. Will Bosquet is at first. Pitching is Ryan Quinn. Shortstop Preston Hale. Sean Doyle is at third base. Chance Livingston out in left. R.J. Wick in center, and Sean Fields is in right. C.J. Martinez stepping in, number 10. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. C.J. was a catcher in the first inning. These players will be moving to different positions in each inning pretty much. So we'll try and keep track of that. Somewhat of a daunting task, but we'll see what we can do. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Quinn's next pitch is inside for ball 4. So C.J. Martinez.
CJ!
Charlie Fontana.
Go, Charlie!
Gonna get a walk.
Go get him, Charlie!
Charlie Fontana steps in, number 3. Played first base. First inning. Martinez heading down to second. He'll be there safely.
All right, CJ!
Way to hustle, CJ!
Ryan Quinn on the hill. His next pitch is waved at and missed.
All right, Steve, use your head, buddy. Use your head.
2-0. The Padres leading here in the bottom half of the first inning, with the A's getting their first chance up at bat. Charlie Fontana ahead. Waves at the next one, and it's now 2-2. The young Charlie Fontana with a 2-2 count. Ryan Quinn got his sign, delivers. A little bit too high and outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes with the runner at second base and C.J. Martinez. Fontana looks at the next one for strike 3. Or did he walk? Yeah, he walked then. That's outside. So the second walk in a row now.
Go get him, Sam!
You got runners at first and second now. And a pitcher, Sam Lindgren, out of the first inning. We had the same kind of problems that Ryan Quinn is having, which led to giving up 2 runs. Sam wearing number 5, just as Ryan Quinn wears. Quinn comes to him, and it's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike, but the runners move up a bit.
All right, good hustle, boys.
60 feet is a bit in minors baseball. Unlike in Major League, 90 feet. Padres ahead 2-0. But right now the A's are threatening as that ball is a little bit too high. And now it's 3 balls and 1 strike to count to Sam Lindgren. Quinn's next pitch going to be outside, and Sam Lindgren's going to take a walk. So you got 3 walks in a row now, and the bags are full. And it'll send up to bat number 8, Aaron Martinez, the shortstop.
Aaron!
Bases are loaded in this championship game for the A's. First pitch is fouled away. Aaron Martinez up there swinging away. Trying to help his team out here. He's got the tying run at second base and a go-ahead run at first. There's a strike. And now it's 0-2 to Aaron Martinez. Will Staples is on deck. Quinn ahead on the count. Comes to the plate. Swung on a miss, strike 3.
Good try, Aaron!
So that's the first out of the inning now, as Quinn able to get a strikeout now. Will Staples, number 7, right fielder, steps in. With again, the bases loaded. Opportunity. Knocking right here. First pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes. Trevor Wall is on deck, the number 6 hitter in the lineup. And there's a strike. Quinn, a little control on that pitch. 1-1. Quinn trying to get out of a massive jam here with the bases juiced.
Good eye, Will.
2 balls and 1 strike to count to Will Staples. Quinn's deliveries high and inside for now ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. He got Aaron Martinez a strikeout. Can he battle back here? Nope, he's going to give that run up. So C.J. Martinez will score. Fontana is now at third. Lindgren is at second. And Staples now is at first, as he garners the 4th walk of the inning. Trevor Wall steps in, wearing number 2, the third baseman from the first inning. And he looks at a strike. 2-1 to score now as the A's have put 1 across. And a ground ball past shortstop, and they got their second one across. They might get their third one across now, and they do. And runners are going to be at second and third as Trevor Wall making contact. So Trevor Wall makes contact. They have a hard time getting it in, and then he gets by a couple people, and they score a couple runs now, and they take the lead at 3-2. Staples at third. Wall is at second. Chaz Hallmark up there at the plate. Number 9, a center fielder. Still only 1 out in the inning. The A's have the lead now, 3-2. Still got runners on bases. Trying to add more to their lead. Two balls and 1 strike to count. The Chaz Hallmark Watches the next one a little outside, and now it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Hallmark with Grady Doc on deck. Doc on deck. That was outside ball 4, Chaz Hallmark. And garners the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th walk of the inning. And now he makes the bags full again. Grady Doc, number 1, the second baseman. Out of the first inning, fouls it away. 0-1 to count to Grady Doc. Quinn would love to get the ground ball here and get a double play and get out of the inning. In a jam here again with the bases loaded. And his team is down 3-2 after they scored 2 runs to take the lead in the top half of the frame. Swinging and missing that time.
Go, Grady!
For Grady Doc. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two ball and 2 strikes now the count. Max Steele is on deck. Too high. Ball 3. 3-2. 5 walks in the inning so far. And this one won't be a walk. It'll be playable. Well, nearly playable. Goes foul. It was playable, but it was not played for the catch. But it was foul, so it didn't matter. Round ball down to short and into left field. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. They're going to get 3 runs to score. And he's trying to clear the bases as 3 runs score. So he gets a triple, scoring 3.
In the 1 inning, the score is 4, Padres 2.
We go to the top of the second inning. What happened was it's just like MAPS, and they only score 4 at max in an inning. So we have a situation where it is only 4-2. Rather than what it would have been is 6-2. And so it allows the Padres an opportunity to stay close. This will be the last inning for Lindgren pitching, according to what they gave us. Quinn, and Lindgren is able to retire. First out of the inning, number 4, Victor Kravarik.
Come on, Sam, strike him out.
Lindgren's pitch outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Victor Kravarik. A's leading 4-2 here in the second. Lindgren's pitch right back to him. He's going to go over to Doc. Doc holds on to it, and it's an out. Just in time. And so either unassisted or assisting Sam Lindgren in the first 2 outs. Sean Doyle, number 9. Doyle will be playing third base when he goes out there, as he did in the first inning. No balls and 1 strike to count.
It's okay, Sam.
And Doyle is hit by the pitch.
For the Padres, Chance.
So he'll be aboard. And now Chance Livingston will come up, number 6. He's the left fielder. You're watching Scripps Ranch Little League Baseball in the minor A division or bracket. And you have the championship game here between the Padres and the A's on LangevinProductions.com off the YouTube, or GLP if you go to our website. Pitch inside. Doyle is going to go down a second. So Sean Doyle goes down to second base.
Come on, Sam, you can do it.
2 balls and no strikes the count to Livingston. Three balls and no strikes now the count. Alex Rowe on deck. And that ball is high for ball 4. So Livingston gets a walk.
Come on, Sam, you can do this.
Man, that is the first walk that Lindgren has given up in the game. Alex Rowe. And a nice play there for the third out. 4-2. Still the score. We go to the bottom and second. Max Steele steps in for the A's. Max Steele scored 19 times this year, second most on the team. Kid with a lot of energy. One ball and 1 strike to count. A.J. Kuiper's on deck. Two balls and 2 strikes, a count to Max Steele. Max Steele hit the game-winning RBI to come back in the final round of the division playoffs last week against the Angels. And Max Steele is going to get a walk.
Good job, Max.
A.J. Kuipers,
AJ!
number 6, the left fielder.
Good eye, good eye.
A.J. hit .471 this year with a lot of hard-hit balls. And he hits another one down to third base, but, well, they're not going to be able to get to, and it went off the shoulder of the second baseman for the Padres. They got runners on first and second. And there's going to be a pitching change now. Alex Rowe is going to be pitching.
Now pitching for the Padres, Sean Field. Batting for the A's, Aaron Forrester.
Come on, Aaron!
Aaron Forrester steps in. Kuipers at first. Max Steele at second. Remember, the A's got 4 runs in the bottom half of the first inning. That's why they lead 4-2 right now here in the second, as they were able to shut out the Padres in the top of the frame. 3 balls and no strikes now to count to Forrester. Too high now. Going to be a walk for Aaron Forrester.
Good job, Aaron!
Bases are loaded.
All right, Jaden Rowdy!
Jaden Rhodey, number 12. Nobody out. Everybody's moving. Ball put in play.
Now batting for the A's, Jaden Rhodey.
John Fields' delivery was fouled away. Two balls and 1 strike to count. 4-2. A's lead. 2-2 now. To Rhodey. C.J. Martinez on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. The bases juiced. Nowhere to put him. One ball away from walking in the run, and he does. 5-2 now with the walk. Second walk for Field.
Good eye, good eye.
Now batting for the A's, C.J. Martinez.
Max Steele scores. Kuiper's at third. Forster's at second. And Rhodey's at first now. Top of the order with C.J. Martinez. He walked his first time up and scored. Outside the next pitch to him. Two balls and no strikes. Beal's having a control problem here. 3 balls and no strikes. He's walked 2 already since he's came in. Takes a little bit off that one and gets a strike. To C.J. Martinez, 3-1. Team leading by 3. A chance to get more. And they will get more. As Kuiper scores. Forster moves to third. Rhodey moves to second. And a straight single bingo for C.J. Martinez with an RBI attached to it.
Now batting for the A's, Charlie Quintana.
Let's go get Charlie.
6-2, and this one is fouled away. Charlie Fontana up there at the plate. He has an opportunity to end this inning here if he can get a single. His team leading by 4. We've already scored 2 runs. They can only score 4. They lead 6-2. Waving at that one and not getting it. He walked the first time up. Part of Ryan Quinn's 5 walks while he was in there pitching. And Charlie Fontana goes down.
Now batting for the A's,
On strikes.
Lindgren.
But that's the only out of the inning so far. Sam Lindgren steps in. He walked his first time up and scored, just like Fontana did in Martinez. Start off the game. Base is still juiced. Lindgren with a single can end the inning. We've already got 2 runs in. All they need is 2 more. And a single might just do that again. Two balls and no strikes. Lindgren. We're not Lindgren. This one is hit. And it's hit hard. yard. And as I mentioned, all they have to do is get 2 runs, and there's the 4 runs. Doesn't matter. As Lindgren slamming that ball into left field, plating 2 more to make the score 8-2. And that's where we stand as we go to the top of the 3rd. All right, now the top of the 3rd inning for the Padres 3rd inning. And they are down 8-2. They're down by 6 runs. As in the first 2 runs, the A's have maxed out in the amount of runs. Here's Will Van Duren.
I'm all about being out there. I took one.
But what's helped them out is the fact that their pitchers, the pitchers for the A's have not been for the Padres have not been very good as far as their control, and they've been giving them a lot of walks.
Come on, Aaron.
Otherwise, the score might be a little bit closer.
Bring it down. Aim for the chest.
Aaron Martinez up there on the hill after Lindgren pitched the first 2 innings. Three balls and no strikes to count.
I'm going to go sit down.
Okay. He's going to find this group right now.
I don't know. But he thinks that there's some big order coming in.
Nice!
Three balls and 1 strike to count. And at ball 4. So Van Duren getting a walk. And that is the first walk given up by the A's pitching so far in this contest, as opposed to the numerous walks that the Padres have given up. Kyle Monroe up there, number 2. And stealing, grabbing second base is Van Duren.
That's a no, like I know about. In an emergency, like that. It's 15 cards. Oh,
Go get him, Aaron!
okay.
1 ball and 1 strike to count. To Kyle Monroe. 1-2 now. Van Duren at second base. Monroe's club down by 6 here in the 3rd. Martinez comes to the plate and is fouled away by Monroe. Still 1-2. Monroe singled his first time up. Off of Lindgren. Coming to the plate and swings. It doesn't get it. And striking out is Kyle Monroe for the first out of the inning. That is only the second strikeout for the A's pitching. Will Bosquet, number 7, steps in. He was aboard on the air. And a nice running catch by Aaron Martinez. Throws back of Van Duren a second, and he doesn't budge. Beautiful running catch by Aaron Martinez, the pitcher. Second out of the inning now. Sean Fields steps in. Again, Van Duren still at second base now with 2 outs, 2 strikes on a batter. Martinez slowing it down. He's going to try to take third. Hits him on a batting helmet. Nobody was there trying to cover. So true.
That's why we wear a helmet.
Martinez delivery on a 2-2 count. It's too high. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count full to Sean. Got his teammate at third base in Van Duren. Will eager to try to come in. Ball 4. That is only the second walk issued by A's pitching. R.J. Wick, number 7, center fielder, will step in. You got runners on first and third now for the Padres. A's leading 8-2 here in the third. First pitch is too high to R.J. Wick. Wick struck out his first time up.
Yeah, that's true. He did have, yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, our basketball coach did his science.
Ground ball down to the shortstop Kuipers. He can't handle it, and a run will score. So Van Duren comes in, and it's now 8-3. At second is Fields. R.J. Wick. Board on the air. Preston Hale stepping in. Hale flying out to first base, his first time up. Martinez behind in the count, 1 ball and no strikes, and now behind 2 balls and no strikes. Wick takes a few steps off the bag and realizes he got to get back. Hale ahead on the count, 2 balls and no strikes to Martinez. And Aaron Martinez throws that one outside for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Preston Hale. Ryan Quinn is on deck. Runners on first and second. Up too high. And so that will load the bases now for the Padres. Ryan Quinn steps in with the bases juiced now. Another golden opportunity here for the Padres. Base hit. Gets them a couple more runs. Down 8-3, and they could use it. But the A's have 2 outs in this inning. Recorded. And it's down to Kuipers, and he'll go quickly to the short, or to second base to C.J. Martinez, the short route, and that on a force play ends the inning. They do get 1 run in the inning, but that's all. And it's 8-3 going to the bottom of the third. Aaron Martinez will step in the bottom of the third inning. His team leading by 5, 8-3. Martinez did a pretty credible job out there pitching in the top half of this frame. And if Martinez and company can continue to add more runs, there's going to be a point where the Padres cannot come back. It's called mathematics. One ball and 1 strike. The count. One and 2.
Come on, Aaron, you can do it. Send it out there.
Fields pitch, a little bit too high. 2-2 is the count. Ground ball down to short. The throw is not going to be in time. Martinez showing his speed down the line.
Will Staples.
Come on, Will. Pound that ball, Will.
Ryan Quinn, a tough play on that one. Staples up there at the plate. No balls and 1 strike. He walked the first time up. Fields' delivery is fouled away. 0-2 now. Trevor Wall is on deck.
Good eye, Will.
1 ball and 2 strikes, the count. First time these 2 teams met. Will Staples had a grand slam that
Good job, Aaron.
it's a clutch grand slam to help him win 13-12. Martinez went down the second base on the play. Will Staples batted .476 on the year. He had an .819 slugging percentage, which was 3rd on the team. And Staples strikes out for the first out of the inning. Trevor Wall steps in now. down to third base is Martinez. They overthrow the third baseman. However, backed up by the left fielder. Victor Ravarik playing over there at third in this inning. And Alex Rowe doing the backup duties that time. Two balls and one strike to count. Trevor Wall, a kid that this fall is going to play soccer. His teammates. Who knows? Maybe we'll see him on LandrymanProductions.com. GLP. Greg G.K. Porter, happy to be with you. Will on the camera over here at Steve Allen Field. Scripps Ranch swinging and missing. Trevor Wall. And that's the second out of the inning. And all of a sudden, Field has got a couple of strikeouts in this inning after having control problems in the last inning. But he has recorded now 3 strikeouts of A's hitters. Chaz Hallmark. Strike to Chaz Hallmark. He scored in the last inning, but his run was disallowed because of the 4-run rule. Hallmark hit .552 this year. Big martial arts fan. Field has a sign, the 1-1 delivery. A little bit too high for ball 2. Two balls and one strike to count to Chaz Hallmark. Hallmark trying to pick up Aaron Martinez at third. Hallmark hits it up in the air. And it's going to drop for a base hit and a run. And it is now 9-3 as Chance Livingstone trying to make a play that time. Couldn't do it. Hallmark going down to second base.
No.
9-3. The A's lead the Padres. They're in the bottom of the third. Fields pitch, and he hits the batter. Ready, Doc?
All right, way to hang tough, Grady.
One of the games created that when you get hit by the ball, it really hurts. Usually because it's going faster than the other balls in the other sports. Although, if you're playing hockey, that could really hurt too. That's another sport where you don't want to get hit. Max Steele is up there. Runners on first and second with Doc Chaz Hallmark at second. With 2 gone in this inning. Field trying to find a way to get out of this inning and limit the damage, as in the first 2 innings, the A's have scored the max of 4 runs. And he's able to strike out Max Steele. So the score will remain 9-3 as we go to the 4th. All right, we go to the top of the 4th inning. It is 9-3. The A's lead the Padres here in this championship game, the minor A division. Scripps Ranch Little League over here at Steve Allen Field. The sun has taken over the day, as earlier in the day it was a lot of clouds, a lot of cloud cover. As the day moved on, it usually does over here. Those clouds will move away, especially here in the summertime.
Go get him, Aaron.
Aaron Martinez back up on the hill again. Second inning, did pretty well the last inning. Trying to limit the damage. Or not allow any at all.
Come on, Aaron, here we go.
3 balls and no strikes, the count. To Victor Kravarik, followed by Sean Doyle and Chance Livingston. And that's ball 4. So Kravarik will get a walk. So leadoff walk for Victor Kravarik, and Sean Doyle will step in.
Let's go, Aaron.
Come on, Aaron, strike him out. Throw the heat like we know you can.
First pitch to Sean Doyle. He is going to get away from the catcher, allowing Kravarik to go down to second. Sean Doyle up there. 1 ball and no strikes. Martinez has his side, comes to Doyle, and that ball is down too low for ball 2. Four walks have been issued in the contest for Aaron Martinez. Three balls and no strikes to count to Sean Doyle. Too high. So walking is Sean Doyle, and that's the second walk of the inning. Got runners on first and second now. Chance Livingston. Would be the next batter up, and there's a change in pitching.
Good job, Aaron.
Looks like Charlie Fontana will be pitching. And I guess Martinez is going to take first base.
other friends had one.
Henrietta.
I don't
Um,
well into it.
this one, they're outside and like the can that I'm standing on, wide, so everyone thought he was outside Then in the third one, they find out how to pitch and you'll have to ask Oh, that's right. In the second one, there was also a bad who transported the house to another world. It's like a flat grassland.
Charlie Fontana now pitching for the A's.
Charlie Fontana will be doing the pitching against Chance Livingston. Runners on first and second. Nobody out in this inning.
Nice.
Chance Livingston walked his first time out. Did not come around and score.
And there's one door that you can get in and out of Kansas.
Inside on the pitch. So Victor Kravarik, as that ball goes to the backstop, and then pinballs around the infield out to the outfield. And nobody goes anywhere. Kravarik is at third. Doyle is at second. Livingston
Nice, Charlie.
looks at strike two now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alex Rowe, the bottom of the very last player in the order. On deck, way too high now. 2-2 the count. Charlie Fontana. Trying to pick it up in this inning for Aaron Martinez. And strike 3. First out of the inning. Alex Rowe, here in the 4th inning, will step up. His team down by 6. They've got the base runners. Now they need to score some runs. Charlie Fontana, I'm going to try not to allow him to do that. And Charlie's pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Alex Rowe. Rowe grounded out at first time up. And hits it to Martinez. He stays with it and goes to the bag. However, the run does come in.
Good job, Aaron.
Nice 3 unassisted play for the second out. We go to the top of the order, Will Van Duren. Victor Kravarik scores the 4th run of the contest for the Padres. And they've got Sean Doyle at third base, do the Padres. Down by 5 now here in the 4th. Van Duren has a single and a walk. One for 1 in 2 trips.
Come on, Charlie, settle down. Okay.
2 balls and 1 strikes. The count to Will Van Duren.
Doing great, Charlie.
Come on, Charlie. You can do this.
3 balls and 1 strike now to count to Van Duren. 2 walks already issued in the inning. And Charlie Fontana in danger of issuing the third one in the inning. And that one is ball 4. So the third walk of the inning is issued now. And you got the runner on first and third now. Mandurin on first, Doyle on third. Here's Kyle Monroe. Monroe has singled and struck out. He's 1 for 2. Scored once. There goes Van Duren down to second base. And he's safely there. Runners on second and third now. In the top of the fourth for the Padres. Monroe ahead on the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Now it's 3 balls and no strikes now.
You can do it, Charlie.
Remember earlier I mentioned how the Padres were given the walks, and now the A's are starting to issue the free pass. And here's another one to load up the bases. So the base is loaded now, and here's Will Bosquet. Coach wants to go out and talk to Charlie Fontana. We'll take a break. 9-4, Padres or A's. Will Bosquet up there.
You can do it, Charlie.
2 straight walks issued by Charlie Fontana.
Do it, Charlie.
After he gets some instruction, he knows what he's got to do here. 1 ball and no strikes. The base is juiced. No place to put young Will Bosquet. 2 balls and no strikes now to Will Bosquet. He was aboard on an error in the first, and in the third, he flied out to first base. Fontana's pitch is outside. It is 3 balls and no strikes.
Do it.
And that's too low for ball 4. And so Fontana walks in a run, and that is Doyle who comes in. And it is now 9-5. Van Duren is at third. Monroe's at second, and Bosquet, by virtue of a walk, all 3 of them, he's at first. Here's Sean Field. He grounded out in the first inning, and then in the third, he walked. No balls and 1 strike as Fontana gets a strike on him. Open up the count. 9-5. The A's lead the Padres. A little bit too high now, and now it's 1-1. Only 2 more runs can be scored in this inning by the Padres. And there's your 2 runs. It is 9-7 as they keep rounding the bases. It does not matter because they've already scored 4 runs in the inning. Nine to 7 the score as they get 4 in the top of the 4th.
Leadoff hitter for the A's is A.J. Piper.
Yeah, AJ! Down
A.J. Kuipers will lead it off for the A's in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 9-7 score. A's still have a 2-run lead. But the Padres have cut into that lead now and drawn within 2 after their offensive exploits in the top of this frame. Kuipers was aboard on a fielder's choice, and then he scored. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Kuipers.
Try, AJ!
Kuipers striking out. Here's Aaron Forster. Here in the 4th inning, Will Van Duren doing the pitching.
How do you like when that Chester's good one? Like, it's got a dirty spot, but it's not.
Van Duren behind now, big time. 3 balls and no strikes. Jaden Rhodey on deck. And that's outside for ball 4, so Aaron Forster drawing a walk.
Aaron!
Now batting for the A's, Jaden Rhodey.
Come on, Jaden!
First walk issued by Van Duren. And now Forster is going to head down to second. On the wild pitch. Two balls and no strikes. Van Duren. His team down by 2 runs, but now the A's have a runner at second base. Scoring position. Rhodey walked his first time up. Jaden Rhodey's got one of the strongest arms on the team. Kid that plays football also. Loves swimming, biking, most outdoor activities. But he cannot figure out Mr. Van Duren right here. So you've got 2 outs now. As Rhodey striking out. C.J. Martinez up there. C.J. Martinez, another one of those guys on the team that plays soccer. He's on the 2009 MAPS All-Division team. His favorite player is Chase Utley, the Philadelphia Phillies. Utley and his team having a hard time here so far in the first half of the season. Not as sharp as they've been in the past.
Here we go.
After going to the World Series last year. 2-2. Fouled away, and Van Duren trying to stay tough. Trying to shut this inning down. Stranding a runner. Swung on and missed. And Van Duren is pumped. 9-7, the A's lead as we go to the top of the fifth. R.J. Wink for the Padres steps in. Top of the fifth inning, the Padres, who had in the last inning drawn within 2, are going to try and get even closer here.
Yeah!
But C.J. Martinez is on the mound, the lefty. Spelling Charlie Fontana.
Yeah! CJ!
Padres, Preston Hale.
R.J. Wick striking out, so C.J. Martinez coming in throwing strikes. This softball.
Yeah!
Preston Hale stepping in there. He flied out in the first inning to first base. Then he walked into third inning. 0 for 2. One ball and one strike to count to Hale. In this rather tight ball game now. 9-7. Next one is too high. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. C.J. Martinez needs to be very good up there on the hill for the A's. Not allow the Padres to take the lead and then put pressure on them. Fouled away. Two and 2 as Preston Hale hit that one quite well, but he hit it foul. He'd like to straighten that one out. And he swings and doesn't get it and strikes out. 2 outs. 2 strikeouts for C.J. Martinez in a row. And nobody in the ball game has done that so far. Ryan Quinn. Quinn was out by the first baseman unassisted in the second inning. And then in the third, he got aboard on a fielder's choice. Martinez down on the count, 2 balls and no strikes to Quinn. Nobody aboard here in the fifth. And that one is down too low as he bounced it. 3 balls and no strikes.
Go get him, CJ!
C.J. Martinez has pitched a lot this year. Fouled away by Quinn. Currently reading the story of Thurman Munson, a great Yankee player who died tragically. C.J. Martinez. Next one is fouled away at the plate. Martinez trying to strike out the side here. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Quinn. Three-two delivery, strike 3, and C.J. Martinez is pumped as he races off the hill. And it's still 9-7 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's the A's half of the 5th inning as Charlie Fontana will lead it off against Preston Hale for the Padres. They had a good pitching performance in the bottom of the 4th inning where they had 3 strikeouts and a walk, and they were able to get out of the inning with no damage. We'll see what Hale can do here as the next one is fouled away. It's 1-1.
Good eye, Charlie.
2 balls and 1 strike to count. Charlie Fontana. Plays for the Scripps Ranch Falcons football team.
Ready to protect.
Fouled away. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Also like skateboarding, Charlie. He's another guy reading baseball books. Hitting made easy by Don Mattingly. Great first baseman.
Good job, Charlie.
And Charlie Fontana will get a walk. That is the 2nd walk of the game for Charlie. And Sam Lindgren is now going to step in. Lindgren had that double back in the 2nd inning. And he also has walked. And a catch.
Good try, Sam. Good try.
Preston Hale making a catch. 1 out. Now Aaron Martinez will step in there.
Come on, Aaron.
Aaron Martinez's favorite movie is Avatar. Great movie. Highest grossing movie of all time. Aaron whiffs at that pitch, and now it's 0-2 to him from Preston Hale. His favorite team is the Angels. Boy, they did a number on the Dodgers yesterday. Pitch inside as Fontana will go down at second base. The favorite baseball player for Aaron Martinez is Torrey Hunter.
Good job, Charlie.
And he hits it like Torrey Hunter, up the middle. And he is aboard with a nice single. Charlie Fontana going down to 3rd. Will Stables steps in. Staple, I remember I mentioned that he batted .476 this year, and then of course that clutch grand slam. And he's got a couple of runners he can pick up here and really help his team out here, as they only have the 2-run lead here in the 5th. Aaron Martinez going down to second, taking advantage. And a soccer ball is into the field, or almost into the field. Staple. Runners on second and third. And Staples, who struck out the last time he was up. He also walked in the first inning. Facing a 2-2 count here. Now was high and inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count. Trevor Wall is on deck. And Staples striking out. Second out of the inning now. Here's Trevor Wall. He struck out the last time it was up. He also scored a run, which didn't count, after he had singled in the first inning. Preston Hale trying to get out of a jam here and keep it to a 2-run lead for his Padres. Here at the top of the 5th, or the bottom of the 5th. And it's right back to Hale. And again, now for 2 innings. They basically only allow 2 runners over the minimum, or 2 batters over the minimum, and it's 9-7, A's. As we go to the 6th. And here we go now. It is the top of the 6th inning for the Padres. The A's have a chance to win the championship here. They lead by 2. C.J. Martinez back on the hill again, trying to close it out for the A's. He did a good job in the last inning. He struck out the side. Victor Kravarik. Ahead on the count, 2 balls and no strikes. In the second, he grounded out to first, and then in the 4th, he walked and scored. He scored the last run.
There you go, CJ!
Or actually the first run of that 4-run inning. 2 innings ago for the Padres. C.J. Martinez, 2-1 delivery, down too low and inside, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count. Here in the 6th. That's strike 2. It's 3-2 now. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count. And he loses him that time.
Now batting for the Padres, Sean Doyle.
So the first walk issued by C.J. Martinez. Walks have been the problem for both teams. That's why the runs are up on the board as they are. First pitch to Doyle is a strike. Doyle was hit by the pitch in the second inning, and in the fourth he walked, and he scored one of those 7 runs. Kravarik heading down to second base. 1-1 to count to Sean Doyle. It is actually 0-2 is the count now. And now it's 1-2. C.J. Martinez has thrown clutch innings. He did it in a division championship game against the Angels. Trying to do it again here. Trying to strand Kravarik out on the base paths and win the championship. And a strike 3. And Doyle goes down on strikes. And now here's Chance Livingston. He has walked and struck out in the 4th inning. Struck out against Charlie Fontana, first baseman right now for the A's. One ball and no strikes to count to Chance Livingston. The lefty delivers down too low. 2 balls and no strikes. And Doyle does get down over to third base now. Or Kravarik, that is. Doyle struck out. 1 batter ago. Livingston ahead on the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Now it's 3 balls and no strikes to Livingston.
Come on, CJ, you can do this. You got this.
In danger of giving his 2nd walk of the inning up. C.J. Martinez, who, remember, struck out the side in the 5th. He's facing a left-handed batter in Livingston here.
Nice.
Good pitch that time. 3 balls and 1 strike. Alex Rowe at the bottom of the order on deck. Livingston wants to get on and allow an opportunity for the top of the order to come up.
Yeah.
But he might not have that opportunity as it's now 3-2. Can C.J. Martinez get his 4th strikeout of the game? Or rather 5th strikeout of the game. And that time he came in too close. So coming to first base with a walk is Chance Livingston. Turns out to be the 2nd walk of the game for C.J. Martinez. Alex Rowe steps up, but he's got a chance to get his team tied up here. The tying run is at first base. He hits one down to first base line, foul. So Livingston will go back to first. Victor Kravarik at third. Runners on a corner. The go-ahead run is at home plate. And Alex Rowe. And headed down to second is Livingston. Runners on second and third. The tying run is in scoring position now with Livingston. Rowe up there with a 1-1 count. It's a 2-1 count now.
Come on, CJ. You got this. You got this, buddy.
Rowe grounded out in the second. In the fourth, he grounded out also to first base.
Look ready.
C.J. Martinez has the one he wants. Pitch for a strike, and it's 2-2. 2-2 to count. Alex Rowe trying to pick up his teammates on a base paths. C.J. Martinez trying to get the second out. It is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. C.J. Martinez, who was so clutch in the last inning, in danger of loading the bases here. And we've seen what's happened in the past with the Padres when they get the bases loaded. Because it'll go to the top of the order. Too high. And those bases are now loaded. Kravaric, Livingston at second. Rowe is at first. Will they leave C.J. Martinez in? Because Van Duren is coming up next. Van Duren up there at the plate, and the first pitch is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Top of the 6th inning. Padres down by 2. 9-7. They'd love to get 4 here and take a 2-run lead. Their opportunities are getting nearer towards that as they had the bases loaded with 1 out.
Ball's coming.
That would put pressure on the A's in the bottom of the 6th. But the A's want to shut them down and end the ball game here.
A's, come on, heads up.
But C.J. Martinez and company are going to need either a double play ball or they're going to need to strike out some batters here. 2 balls and 1 strike. C.J. Martinez laboring here now. Here in the 6th inning. Van Duren not swinging and watching the second strike, and it's now 2-2. Van Duren singled in the first. In the third, he walked. In the fourth, he walked. He wouldn't mind doing either one of those 2 things. But he's not going to be able to do it as he strikes out. And that's the second out of the inning. Van Duren strikes out for the first time in a ball game. And that was a key important at-bat with the bases loaded. Kyle Monroe. Monroe, the ball is fair. The throw to first is not in time. And the run scores. 9-8 now. As Monroe is safe at first. Base is still loaded now. And they now say it's rule it as a foul ball.
Right.
So take it off the board. 9-7 still. Kravaric, let's go back to third. Livingston and Rowe. Monroe still up there. Swings and doesn't get it. 0-2 now. 1 strike away from winning the championship, the A's, in the classic Major League uniform. Trying to win a hard-fought one against the Padres here. Fouled away. Just getting a piece of it, Kyle Monroe's. 0-2 with 2 gone. The base is loaded. Padres oh so close. Inside for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You got this, CJ.
Monroe singled into first. He struck out into third. Into fourth, he walked.
Fire it in there, CJ. Come on.
But he scored twice.
Yeah. Fire it in
The clutch pitching has been the case for C.J. Martinez now. 2-2. Reminds me of another great Martinez pitcher way back in the day in the 70s. Baltimore Orioles, he strikes them out, and a clutch pitching wins the championship for the A's here at Scripps Ranch Little League. The final score, the A's win the minor A division 9-7 over a very gallant Padres, and a Padres Scripps Ranch team very similar to the Major League team, having guys on base but can't bring them in when they need to. And they'll finish as runner-ups. We'll have interviews from both teams, if we can get both teams, at the end of the ceremony, award ceremonies. And so stick with us. We'll be right back at Steve Allen Field here in Scripps Ranch.
Hey, parents, you can come a little closer. You don't have to be out there.
Hey, Victor.
Come out here is good.
Helmet up. RJ, you need a helmet. You need a hat. Everybody get a hat.
Okay, Single A World Series. You guys get to be the closeout for the 2010 Scripps Ranch Little League season. Let's give a big round of applause for the A's and the Padres. Okay, guys, we'd like to stress that there are no winners and no losers today. We got the National League champion Padres, and we have the American League champion A's. So you're both winners.
All right, I would like to start off by first saying that I'm very proud of my boys this year, the Padres. You guys, throughout the whole year, I think people underestimated the Padres and the talent that these little guys have. They make me very proud because a couple of them have never actually played before. So this is their first seasons, and now we're in the World Series. So very proud of you guys. And I'd also like to thank my coaches. Bill, thank you, my man, for making this fun. Gary, couldn't do it without you guys. And also all the parents on the Padres. They're great parents, making all the fun at the party, helping out at the games, getting the field ready. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to start introducing them. They're going to get to come up. And the first one up is our little crazy guy, RJ Witt. Come on up. Well, high five. All right, second one up is Mr. Lefty. Come on up, Chance Livingston.
Congratulations, buddy. What do you say?
All right, next up, no, I don't know what to say about this guy. This is Preston Hale, my son. Come on, bud. All right, next up is one of our rookies of the year, Alex Rowe. Come on up.
Good season. Great job.
All right, next up is our other rookie of the year that's never played before, Victor Kravik. Come on up.
Great job. Come on.
All right, next up is the one that surprised us all with his fast pitching, Ryan Quinn. Come on up.
Great job, buddy. Congratulations. Great job, buddy.
All right, our big slugger over here, Sean Doyle, come on up. The Dragon. All right, now it's our Willie V, new to the season. Come on up, Will Van Dern. All right, this is our Sportsmanship Award. It's Kyle Monroe. Come on up, Kyle. All right, now we got Gary Bosquet's little guy, one of the coach's sons, who's always a lot of fun in the dugout. It's Will Bosquet. Come on, Willie.
Show your brother that one.
All right. Our last but not least, for sure, is our other big home run hitter today, Sean Fields.
One quit before the season even started. Okay, that's fine. Here, Sean. Sean, give us what I'm saying, dude. I know, they're...
Let's see him, guys. Let's see him.
Okay, before we announce the A's manager, let's have another round of applause for the Padres. Keep the applause going for your Single A Division 2010 World Series champion A's. Now we can have Mike, Julian, and Chip come on out. Thank you for all coming out. I wanted to echo some of the words that Corey just said. Thanks to all the parents for all the support. You kids have been great all year. And special thanks to the coaches. They were there every day and just always helping out and led to some great practices and a lot of good instruction for the kids. So thank you very much. Give yourselves a hand. I also want to thank the Padres because that was a great game, and I looked back through the season just to see what we were up against today, and every time these two teams played, it was a one-run game. They beat us, we beat them, this time we got it, but you guys, great game. So, first guy there I see is Sam Lindgren. Did a lot of pitching, a lot of great hitting for us this year. He's going to do a lot in baseball. Come on out, Sam. We've had a lot of players that have improved this year, so you're going to hear me say it a few times, but Grady Dock has really turned into a good little ball player this year. He's hitting the ball, pitched the ball well. Come on out, Grady. I've had the pleasure to coach Max a few years now in a row, and I always look to try and get him on my team because he's so much fun to have on the field. He's just a great little guy, and he swings hard and throws hard, and he always manages to surprise you. Come on out, Max. Good job. This next guy, I was hard on all year because he just seems like he's 12 years old. And he's really been kind of a team leader with us. He sets a good example for all the kids on the bench. Stays focused, plays hard, has all the right tools. Come on out, AJ. Good to see you.
Good job, AJ.
I wish I could give two Sportsman of the Year awards because it came down to a coin toss between Chaz and who really got it. But Chaz, you're always a great sport. We love having you out here. Good season. Come on out.
Great player, Chaz.
Aaron Forrester could be the most improved player this year. He came out and worked hard, and every at-bat he seemed to get better, and he started making some great plays in the field this year. It was a pleasure having him on the team this year. Come on out, Aaron.
I'm not knighting you, bud. Congratulations. You want to shake too.
This next guy, I wish that you could pitch and catch at the same time because he loves doing both so much. And he did a little bit for us from behind the plate and on the mound all year. Great season, CJ. Come on out.
Money man.
Another one of our players, Aaron Martinez. This was second time I've had a chance to play with Aaron on the field. He played in fall ball with me before. Also plays football. Just a great kid to have on the team. Come on out, Aaron. Good season. Another guy with great improvement this year, Will. You got a chance to pitch a little this year. You hit a grand slam earlier in the year. Great, good season. Come on out, Will. Jaden's got a ton of heart. I don't know if everybody knows Jaden, but he's always got his heart in the game. He tries really hard. He's got a lot of good tools, and you'll see a lot from him in baseball through the years. Come on out, Jaden. Good job. Well, this last one's my son. I managed to put him in a lot of... He'll go last. You're going to go next. This is what I have to deal with on the bench regularly. I put him in every tough position I could on the mound this year. It just seemed like I kept putting him in with bases loaded or two people on, and he did a really good job. So keep it up, Charlie. Great season. Come on out. And last, it's fitting, we've got our Sportsman of the Year, sportsmanship winner this year. Trevor has just always been in the game, every game. It just seems like I'm talking to a high school kid on the bench. He's asking me about situations, and I don't even know the answers to, and he's just so into it. He loves baseball. It's so obvious, and sportsmanship of the year for us. So come on out.
Pleasure playing with you.
Again, to all the parents, all the teams, this league is so much fun. So thank you very much. I'm going to give it over to Ed. Okay, parents, I'd like to get a nice big round of applause for the managers and coaches that spend so much time with their kids this year.
And we're back here with the championship team of the minor A division here at Scripps Ranch Little League. And you are?
Aaron Martinez.
Okay, Aaron, tell us, what school you go to, and just talk a little bit about this game.
I go to Westwood, and this was a really good game, and we played our hearts out. They played our hearts out, but we just came out with the win.
Was this a great season or what?
Yes, pretty much.
Looking forward to doing it again next year?
Uh-huh.
All right, thank you. Good luck. And you are?
I'm Max Steele.
Okay, and Matt, what school you go to, and talk a little bit about winning this trophy.
Well, I go to Muir Ranch, and winning this game and getting this trophy is a lot, because I played a really good game, and I'm tired.
You played a lot of really good games during the year, didn't you?
Yep.
All right. You had a lot of fun this year?
Yep.
All righty. Okay, let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Charlie Fontana.
Okay, what school you go to, and talk a little about this hardware you got.
I go to Jerebeck Elementary, and I worked really hard to get where I am right now.
Okay. Who helped you? Your coaches, your father, everybody?
Everybody on my team.
Okay. It was a great year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Let me tell us who you are, your name, and what positions you like to play out there, or mainly what school you go to.
My name is Will Staples, and I go to Jerebeck Elementary. And well, my favorite position is to play out there is basically pitching. Yeah.
What will you remember about this season?
When I hit my grand slam.
Okay. Good luck. And you are?
Andrew Kuipers.
And talk about the school you go to and a little bit about winning this hardware.
Well, I go to Faith Community School, and I really like getting here and winning this game because it was really exciting.
A great season, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck. And you are?
I am Jaden Rohde, and I go to Dingman. And I'm just happy that we won the World Series and that we got into the World Series because I was shocked that we even didn't get kicked out of the playoffs because usually our team gets kicked out like the 5th game. And I just want to say that this season was probably the best season I've ever had.
It's a lot of fun when you win it all after all the hard work, huh?
Yeah. Hard work pays off.
It does. Good luck to you. And you are?
Test homework, and I go to Jerebeck Elementary, and my favorite position is catcher.
Okay, Chaz, talk more about the winning this trophy and how much fun you had this year.
I've had a lot of fun doing this, and my work paid off because I worked my butt off.
Okay, and it all paid off. Well, good luck to you, Chaz. And you are?
Grady Doc.
Okay. Tell us about how much hard work it was and how it all paid off and how much fun you had this year.
It was kind of hard this year because the other teams were really good, but they still tried their best and we tried our best. And I go to Jerebeck Elementary.
And even these Padres tried to push you to the hill too, didn't they?
Yeah.
But you guys got the trophy, right?
Yeah.
All righty. Good luck. And you are?
My name's Aaron Forrester.
Okay. Talk a little bit about winning this trophy and what school you go to and all that stuff.
I go to Dingman Elementary, and I was really excited to go to the World Series game. And when we won, I was really happy because I've never been to a World Series game before. And I thought it was really cool to win the World Series game.
All right. Well, congratulations and good luck. And you are?
Sam Lindgren.
Okay. Sam, talk about all the hard work and how clutch you guys were to put this in the championship column.
Well, the teams that we played against were really good, but since we tried our hardest every game, we did really good.
And how much fun was it playing with these guys this year?
It was fun because they were all really nice and they're my friends.
All right. Well, that's what it's all about. Good luck to you. And you are?
Trevor Wall, in the school that I go to, St. Michael's. And how I feel about winning this game is because this is my first time I've ever been to a World Series, and that everyone did a good season, and I'm proud of everyone and every team that worked hard.
Well spoken. Good luck to you. And you are?
CJ Martinez.
Okay, and CJ, you had the ball like you have it right now, and you took care of putting them away to win the championship. How great does that feel?
Good. Really good. We worked together really well because we were all friends, and we knew we could rely on each other, so that's why it was easier for us to win.
And what school you go to?
Jerebeck Elementary.
All righty. And one last thing you'd like to say towards next season for everybody?
Good luck.
All right. Good luck to you. All righty. Do we have the head coach who wants to have a few words? Come on down. Our head coach. And so the head coach of the A's here. We'll get to the Padres next. Talk about just all the hard work, how much fun it was with these kids, and how they just continue to persevere through the playoffs and to win the championship.
Yeah, well, the season was a blast. I mean, when we first got together, I said, who wants to pitch? And I had 12 kids raise their hands. So right off the bat, I had a problem trying to get everybody on the mound. But gladly, everybody got out there and everybody developed. And we have a lot of great kids. And I think that was what made this season so great, was just the friendships they built and the camaraderie they had, and they just seemed to play together. And it got to where even when we were behind, our team just always kind of felt like, hey, we're in this thing, we can win it. And now that's all you can ask for out of these guys, is to come out and build that relationship and have fun and play baseball. It was great.
Yeah, it makes it a lot of fun when you're the head guy and you got everybody working together and believing that, hoping that they can do something special, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially to see, so many of them at this age struggle with, their emotions. They like playing so much, and they want to do well so badly, and being able to see them grow just makes it great for me. And every one of them seemed to continue that path of growing up and learning good sportsmanship and trying hard and enjoying some good success. Like today, they just went crazy. They won a game. They deserve to be pretty happy, and now they're eating cupcakes.
That's a good thing to do, I tell you what. And so now do these kids go to minor AA now, or how does this all work for these kids now?
I think there's a couple kids that I would say should go up to AAA off this team.
Okay.
But by and large, they'll all go up to AA, and hopefully I'll get the same team back, but it's not easy to do. Usually it's fairly random who you end up with every year.
So you probably get some MAPS kids, right?
Yeah, maybe I'll get a MAPS kids or two. Some of the kids are a little farther along the learning curve than others, so they'll move up. Yeah, so that's what you get to look for every year. It's bittersweet at the end of the year, because it's what great accomplishment you enjoy, and then the sorrow of seeing a team break up. But
and then you put your ear to the pavement and see how your kids do, as they move up the ladder, right?
Oh yeah, that's what makes it great, is you see them grow up and you think, oh man, I remember that kid when he was 4.5 feet tall, right? So it's a lot of fun.
Hey, and did you say your name?
Mike Fontana, yeah.
Okay, Mike, congratulations. And we're going to talk to the Padres now, the team that was the runner-up.
All right.
They gave you a good game today. Take care. Greg Porter back here with the runner-up, the Padres, and tell us who you are and what school you go to, and a little bit about this season, how much fun it was.
I'm Will, and I go to Dingman.
What's your last name?
Bosquet.
Okay. And what school you go to?
Dingman.
Okay. Talk about this season.
I think that I did really great, and I couldn't have done it without the rest of the team.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
And I'm done.
All right. Well, good luck. And you are?
Preston Hale.
Okay. Preston, talk about playing this season and how much fun it was.
I couldn't have done it without the rest of the team or the coaches. It was really fun this year. We were doing good when we got into the World Series. We did good.
Yeah, well, you did, because you got the hardware and the other teams don't, right?
Yeah.
All right. What school you got to?
Dingman.
All right. And you looking forward to next season?
Yep.
All right. Good luck now. And you are?
Ryan Quinn.
Okay. Talk about how much fun it was this year.
It was really fun. In the beginning of the year, we weren't so good, and then when we got to the end of the year, we started becoming like invincible.
And you almost pulled this one off. You came close, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
All right. What school you go to?
EBS.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about this season?
Nah.
Okay. Good luck to you. And you are?
Chance Livingston.
Okay. Chance, talk about this season.
Well, at first we were like the Bad News Bears, and then we were getting better and better. And when we got into the playoffs, we were on a winning streak, and we were pretty much like Ryan said, we were like invincible.
That would have been an unbelievable story if the Bad News Bears would have won it all, right? I think they did in the movie, didn't they?
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Oh, I didn't see it, so I don't really know.
Oh, what school you go to?
Dingman.
Okay. And what are you going to take with you for next season? How much fun you had?
Yeah,
right?
yes, pretty much everything.
Good luck. Thanks. And you are?
Sean Field.
Okay, talk about this season. How much fun it was. How all the hard work and got you guys in the championship and everything.
I couldn't have done it without my team.
Right.
I had a lot of fun.
You had a lot of fun. Looking forward to next year?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, what school you go to?
Jerbeck.
Okay. All right, well, good luck towards next year. And you are?
Kyle Monroe.
Okay. Kyle, talk about this season.
Well, it was a good season at the ending, but at the first we were doing really bad, and I couldn't have done it without my parents and the team and the coaches.
All right, well, you guys came together great. That had to be a fabulous season, as I can see. What school you go to?
Dingman.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say about this year?
Well, that it was a great year for me. I've done very good last years of baseball.
And you're looking forward to next year?
Yeah.
All right, good luck. And you are?
Will Van Duren.
Okay, we'll talk about the season.
Well, at the beginning, I was just learning how to do my pitches, like how fast I could do them, and just practicing on my hitting. Because when I was hitting, I always took my head away, and I couldn't keep my eye on the ball. And I'm just looking forward to next season because it's going to be more baseball games and more baseball of fun.
Okay, you still gonna be on the Padres?
I hope.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's right. Padres always get better. All right, and you are?
Victor Kovarik.
Okay. And talk about this season.
Well, I for one thought it was great. It was amazing.
Yeah. And your teammates said you started off kind of shaky, but you guys put it together, didn't you?
Yep. That is true.
What is the thought for next year for you?
Well, games.
Okay. Just get better and better, right?
Yep. And shiny trophies.
What school you go to?
St. Michael's Power.
All right. Well, good luck towards next year. And you are?
Sean Doyle.
Okay. Sean? Talk about this year.
So first we're kind of not doing that good, and then we kept on practicing, kept on doing like 1 week we had 2 practices, kept on going, and we made it to the World Series.
You guys are a resilient bunch, and you worked hard this year. It doesn't, when the coaches tell you, if you work hard, there's going to be good results out of it. Isn't that true?
Yep.
All right. What school you get to?
Dingman.
All right. Good luck towards you. And you are?
I'm RJ Wick.
Okay. Talk about this season.
And first we were doing bad, like the bad news Bills. And when we went to the playoffs, we were just starting winning all the good teams, and we made it here. And we just lost by about 2 points. And it's just a good season.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What school you go to?
Dingman.
Okay. Good luck towards you, all right? And you are?
Alex Rowe.
Okay. Alex, talk about this season.
Well, at first we were losing by every single team almost, and then when we were starting at the playoffs, we were unbeatable, and then in here we just lost by 2 points against the A's, and yeah.
And the Cinderella story almost worked out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, at least it worked out. You guys got hardware, and that's the beautiful thing, because you guys worked hard this year. And it was fun.
Yeah.
Okay, what school you go to?
Dingman.
All righty. Well, good luck towards next year. And let's talk to maybe the coaches if we can. We can have both of you guys together. It's all good. This is going to conclude the day. And you are?
I'm Bill Van Duren.
Okay, Bill. And talk a little bit about, again, the coaches, the players talked about the Bad News Bears. You know, and things obviously been working pretty good in Chicago now, but, you know, just the fact that, you know, things weren't like they wanted it to be, and they were, you know, trying to put it together. And obviously you guys were working on getting them together and just getting the mindset and work hard and believing in each other, and it worked out.
It did work out. You know, beginning of the season, we were struggling on the plate, trying to hit the ball, and things turned around about towards the end of the season when they started putting the ball in play and hitting consistently, and that helps immensely with a bunch of 8-, 9-year-olds. You know, once they can start scoring runs on their own and not walking, it makes a big difference. But they steadily progressed throughout the year. I think we ended up having 4 or 5 solid pitchers and 3 or 4 batters we could count on.
All right. Well, I for one had a lot of fun doing this game because, you know, it's the last game, but you're wondering, well, you know, it's getting kind of away from one team, but at the same time, they're figuring, well, you know, we're going to stay in this, and you guys stayed in it. And of course, I really like the Padres, Major League Baseball team. And like them, you scrapped, and you said, you know what? If we get a chance and you don't stay on what you think you're going to do, we're going to pull this thing out. And you almost did it.
Well, we had the chance. We had bases loaded. You know, we had 1 out. So you know, that's on us. But you know, that's baseball. You know, you hit some and you don't hit some. So you know, that's that.
Congratulations on a culmination of a super season, and thanks for all the help and stuff, giving us the lineups and everything. And your coach here,
Corey Hale.
Okay. Corey, talk about, you know, how much fun getting the parents together and just, you know, the way this all worked out.
Yeah, you know, kind of just met the coach that we're working with this in the off season, so we just kind of got to meet each other, really got together as a coaching staff, fall ball, and really started to get to know the kids, really understood the game of baseball. Started off, it was really, you know, great bunch of parents and the kids that we drafted. Started coming together towards the end. You know, the kids started understanding what was going on. It was a lot of fun, and definitely excited about the year. Proud of those kids.
Now, do you going to, again, like the other coach said, you're going to get some new players next year? It's kind of a, you know, a sad thing in a way, but a good thing in a way, obviously, with all the success. But then you lose some guys. You know, how does that work for next year for you guys?
Yeah, we'll just have to play it how it goes, right? I mean, you see the kids, you start seeing, you know, all the different kids on the different teams and how well they're doing, and also the kids you know, right? And being able to pick kids that you see developing that might be coming out. You know, we had a few kids, obviously, but towards the end of the year, they started playing. They were hitting, just as Bill was saying. They started playing fielding. They started pitching. So, you know, knowing those kids and how they developed throughout the year, and then waiting to get excited to see them do that next year. You know, whether they're on our team or on another one, it just gets you excited to see them grow.
And you get the gratification, of course, knowing that some of these kids are going to move up, and they're only going to do better as time goes on. And who knows? Maybe one day they'll be a part of a Parkview Little League team that wins it all.
That's right. As long as they keep Scripps Ranch and keep it, you know, keep them all playing hard.
Yeah, that's right. Again, congratulations on getting to the runner-up and having a good season, and thank you very much. And that's going to conclude it right here from Steve Allen Field at Jerebeck Park, where you saw the final score. The Padres falling short, the A's the champions, 9-7 in the minor A division of Scripps Ranch Little League. For Bill on the camera, and I'm Greg G.K. Porter saying take care of yourself as always. God bless, and save this one on your hard drive. Bye now.